Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and of course if you've been here before, welcome back. You know the vibe. Anyhow, so for those who know me, know that I love drones. I love everything about drones. I love flying them. It's fun to fly, even if I'm not videotaping anything or taking any pictures. And that leads me to the fact that they take awesome videos, they do great pictures. I mean, giving you a perspective that you just can't see on the ground, obviously. Typically, we would need helicopters and all that kind of stuff to get those kind of footage, but companies now have made it very easy for anybody to get awesome footage, and for that I love drones. I love drones. Ever since I started flying them, I just love them, and one aspect of drone cinematography that I've been almost borderline obsessed with for the better part of like a year and a half is FPV drones. FPV stands for first person viewing, first person view, where the pilot is seeing exactly what the drone is seeing in real time, and then they're flying, and you're able to get really close to objects, really close to cars, stuff, whatever the case is, and I mean, just the way it flies is just different, and the footage is awesome. For those who don't know what FPV is or that kind of footage is, I'm gonna throw in some right now, and just comment and let me know what you think. Alright guys, so you just saw some FPV footage. How was it? I know it was awesome, but how was it for you? And that's what I'm talking about. I want to be able to do that. The thing is, getting into FPV wasn't so easy, because one, you have to learn how to put parts together, because most of the FPV drones weren't pre-built. You have to like buy the parts. It's very modular. So you have to buy the propellers, you have to buy the propellers, you have to buy the motors, the flight controller, the frame, the controller, the goggles, just about everything. And you have to put it all together and test it and make sure it works, make sure you don't burn down your house, make sure you don't use electricity while doing it. But I mean, I really don't mind doing that, but it's kind of tedious. But nonetheless, the company that I typically fly their drones, which is DJI, they have come out with their own FPV drone. Look at this. Looks really cool. And yeah, I've been saving to get into FPV, and they came out with theirs just in time. I went with this because one, I get the entire kit with the controller, the goggles, and the drone itself. And based on what I've been reading, this is supposed to like help me get into FPV, almost like a nice gradient, so I just don't go jump off in deep right away. But yeah, I am going to unbox this today, and for sure I will be getting into, well, you'll be seeing more videos in terms of FPV, because that's going to be my life. Not entirely, but I'll be investing myself heavily into it, because as I say, I really like it. So yeah, so this video is for persons interested in seeing what's inside this box. I know there are other videos, but if you're interested, I'm going to be unboxing this and probably talking a little bit more about FPV and drones. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you can stick around, and if you know persons who are into that kind of stuff, just share this video and let them watch it. And if you just want to see me talk because you like seeing me talk, you can stick around as well. But anyway, forward. Alright, so first the package comes in a compact box wrapped in protective plastic, which I've had to remove with my knife. But it's kind of satisfying to remove plastic from new products. Am I the only one that thinks this? Yeah, it's kind of really satisfying. Once you get all the plastic off and you release like the tape from the sides that's holding it together, you open the box, and once you open the box, you will find resting in foam is the DJI FPV drone and the DJI goggles, the version 2. So that's what comes with the DJI FPV. The goggles looks really cool. If you have ever experienced virtual reality before, then it should be familiar, but it kind of looks like something from like a sci-fi movie. There are buttons on the sides for toggling through the menus while you use the goggles. You will also find a USB-C port as well as a micro SD card slots on the side. There are adjustable lens sliders on the underside of the goggles, as well as there is a 5-directional menu control joystick, as well as a back button and a record button. There's also a DC input slot to power the goggles as well. The drone itself looks different. The form factor is completely different from other drones that I've encountered. It is small, but it does have some weight, but that may be attributed to the battery. There are sensors on the front and on the belly of the drone, as well as the 4K camera sits under the protective cover as we expect with the other DJI drones. In the rest of the box you'll find the controller. This resembles a typical gaming controller. The sticks are stored in the arms for protection, as well as there are multiple buttons on the back for different things. We'll figure that out along the way. In the box as well, you have a set of propellers. There are 4 in each box, but they're all identical. So you'll only need 2 at a time, so you get an extra set. So you have, let's call it set A, and then there's set B. You have another set of 4, but you only need 2 of those. So in another box you have a power brick. This power brick is used to power the goggles because the goggles does not have a built-in battery and has to be powered constantly for it to be used, or while it's being used. So you can't charge the goggles, so you need a power brick. There is also a charging brick that is used to charge the drone battery, and there are also 2 USB slots there to plug any additional USB cables. It also comes with a power cord. You have a USB-C cable that comes with it as well. You get the antennas for the drone, for the goggles. Other accessories include the head strap for the goggles, so you attach this to the goggles and put it over your head for it to stay in place. You have a DC to USB cable that is used to power the goggles. Also, what comes with it, you have a USB-C OTG cable. So this has multiple functions, but it's very important. You also get what I would call a high visibility outer shell that you can replace the shell that comes with the original drone for better visibility. And yeah, of course, you have some manuals that you can read through, which I advise that you read through if you're not familiar with something like this. You also get extra controller sticks in case you lose the others or they break or something, so you get some extra controller sticks. And finally, you have a Allen or hex key that you would need to disassemble the drone or the controller. So there you have it. That's the unboxing of DJI FPV drone. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.